Good morning, YouTube. Today we're going to convert this Ferrari F430 into a manual using a DIY EAG conversion kit.
So are you recording all of the nefarious activities?
If you're new to the channel, my name is Dan and this is my buddy Steven's car. Steven is right here. And you're going to see a lot of us over the next few, I don't know, 15, 20, whatever, a lot of videos. I have no idea how many videos it's going to be, but we're going to DIY convert this into a manual. And we have the Bible. We have a 500-page manual that we're going to be following along. And of course, the purpose of this video is to offer an extra added layer of help for those of you trying to DIY convert your Ferrari F430s. This basically also applies to the 360. They're almost identical. So the goal is, after all these videos, you should be able to hopefully convert your car with the combination of this and the Bible. So we'd still recommend you obviously get a hold of the Bible as well. And of course, the only way to do that is to buy a DIY conversion kit. So check out EAG USA and go visit them. All right, so again, real quick, this is a DIY video. This is not meant to be super entertaining, so you're not gonna see a whole lot of like messing around or whatever. It's gonna be a lot of very instructional stuff, so please be patient. And if it's interesting to you, well, give us a thumbs up and subscribe because it's gonna be a lot of these videos. Okay, so here is the Bible. And as you can see, 497 pages. So we're gonna do our best to make sure that we go through every step of this and show you not only obviously what's on the screen. Well, you can see what's on the screen by having the manual, but we're gonna show you what we're actually doing. So I guess with that, let's get started. Professional technicians should be able to complete this conversion in 26 hours book time. Yeah, so it's gonna take us like 3 weeks. Start in the interior. Park the vehicle on a lift or in a flat bay, leave in neutral. All right, let's get those seats out of there first. All right, to start off, there are these plastic coverings over the bolts for the seats. So you got to pop that little center tab up and then the thing slides forward. Ta-da! Those things break very easily, so be very careful on doing that, as Steven is demonstrating. I can't believe your car actually still has them. Most of them are gone.
I should have vacuumed the floor, huh?
We can do that when the seats are gone.
Yeah, it'll be nice, right?
And then this is an H8 Allen wrench. Let's get the front ones off. And of note, we are purposely leaving the battery connected for the moment so that we can move the seats electronically to get better access. Once you have the front bolts off, then slide the seat forward. And because I've done this before, we're gonna want the back of the seat to go forward as well because it fits out the doorway easier. You see, there's the rear ones, and then we have to pop off this little cover and we can get access to the seat belt. All right, we have the driver's seat out and we will now do the passenger seat. I actually spoke too quickly. You don't need to raise this up. You do need to pop this off. So using a trim tool, you reach back under there and pop that out. There, jeez. Okay, now you can see we just have to realign this to the right spot. There we go. And it's a 17mm ratchet, and if you tilt the seat, you get pretty easy access, like so.
That one was harder, huh?
Yeah. And then there is a spacer, so don't lose that. See? And a little wiggly washer. Out it comes. Okay, so we tilt the seat up, and right here is your seat connector. You kind of pitch it together, pull up on the tab. It's a little tight. There we go. And out it comes. And now the seat's ready to come out.
Teamwork. Teamwork.
So we're gonna gather all the various bolts and put labels on them. Okay, YouTube, we're gonna do a combination of a few things for labeling the bolts. One is we have a fishing tackle container. We'll put some tape on this and we can label the tape. The other thing we're gonna do is just simple freezer bags. Again, Sharpies, write right on them, and kind of do it by obvious things. So you know, we've learned our lesson. Always try and be as descriptive as possible on what bolts go to where. Okay, YouTube, so from the instruction manual it says do not just do the disconnect on the front, actually do a full battery disconnect. I guess the theory is you might accidentally arc something against the negative terminal while we're working in here. So we need to really be safe. We don't want to mess around since we're playing with the ECUs. Last thing we need to do is fry an ECU.
So under this is where the two screws are.
Yep, there's 2 screws at the top.
One there and one there.
And that whole panel should flop forward if everything goes well. There she be.
And interstate.
Yeah. Always do negative first.
Okay.
This is why you do the negative first, because if you were to touch the metal to metal on the positive, you'd have a fun day. Yep. Alright, negative terminal's off. It said to do positive as well? I don't think you need to.
I'm gonna do it.
Yeah. Okay.
Just in case. There's no reason not to.
Won't hurt. If you need new batteries, it's a good time to do it.
Yep, absolutely.
Okay, YouTube, we also took out all the stuff from the front because we're gonna have to pull out the front tub. By the way, roll down your windows before you pull the battery. I should have said that before, but roll down the windows, then disconnect the battery because you're gonna need the windows down so that the doors can open and not damage your glass. Do not shunt the trunk all the way, so we should probably take a little towel. There's some in that cabinet, and we'll tie it right here so that we can't accidentally latch it. There you go, so now you can't accidentally shut the trunk. All right, next up, we gotta remove the center console, so that little piece right there, you just pop out. Careful. Do you want the plastic ones?
Yeah, maybe. You want to look for where you can actually get the hook under it.
Yep.
And then
it pops out.
Pops it up.
It's kind of like stuck down, huh?
Yeah, it might be.
Here, now that you got it up, put one of these under it so you don't damage it.
You know what it is? It was down by tacky tape.
Yeah, it's got that black shit. Oh yeah, there it is.
Wow, look at that.
Nasty.
Nasty shit.
I hate that stuff.
So on this one, the spot is over here. Seems like you can get underneath
there.
there.
Yeah, there it is. Okay. And then we have the little F1 control panel. That should...
This comes out and there's a Phillips head right in there. You have to get out.
And then we got those 4 Ellens. There's going to be a cable on that one when you pull it out, so don't just yank it.
Okay. Oh, we need a dike to cut the...
Oh, okay. I'll go get that in a second. And then again, be careful not to pull too far. It's yeah, there it is. You gotta get those.
Okay, so there's a pinch in the back.
Nice. And then those just come out.
Okay, so that's good.
Alright.
Go back in there and that can close.
Yeah, I'll say keep that together.
And that can close.
That's one way to keep them safe. And then those 4 up the top.
No, it's too big.
Oh, he lied. It said 4, but I think they're 3.
Yeah, we'll have to correct.
Alright, we need to cut that little zip tie, which, believe it or not, is factory. There you go.
Factory zip tie.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? There's 2 of them.
2? Oh yeah, it's double zip tie. I forgot. There we go. Ta-da!
Okay.
And then we got the 4 4mm Allen in the rear, 3mm Allens in the front. Alright, that should pop out. Theoretically. Everything's theoretically, right? There we go. You definitely need a trim tool to do this job.
You don't want to damage the leather here or here, but this is getting cut.
Yeah, that gets cut out.
So.
Here comes that. Hey, good news. You can sell the reverse button to all the cars that have sticky buttons. They don't give you a lot of slack, do they? I can see it from here. Maybe I can pull it. I think it's one of those you gotta push down. Hold on. Can you rotate it at all? Oh, I can see that one better.
Got it.
Oh, you got it?
It's just a wiggle.
Oh, it just comes out. And then that one has a button.
Does it?
Yeah. Can you try pulling?
Yep. There. Okay.
There you go. Oh, it's got the black shit on it.
You gotta be kidding me. We'll get that off later.
Yeah, we'll get it later. Yeah, I'll say don't let it touch your carpet.
Yeah.
Alright, getting that Phillips down there. Okay, so there's supposed to be 2 pins holding the front, and it says just gently pry upwards. Oh, well, there you go.
Yep, that was it. Those are the
Okay,
pins.
now there's a bunch of plugs we gotta get from the bottom. This one comes out from way down here. That one's easy. There. There. Okay, we got it out. The way to do it is actually you take a little pry tool, and right there, see that little notch? That little notch has to be pushed up.
To get
And
that
then,
out.
yeah, to get that pin out.
But it's actually hard because this is in the way.
Yeah, it was a
So
little tricky.
We actually popped the whole thing out first, pressing on these points.
Yeah,
getting
there's
it
4
past here,
tabs. Yep.
and then you could actually get to it.
Yeah, that was easier. So now we can just put that right back in the console if you want, and that's so we don't scratch it.
You know what?
Or leave it out.
I think I want to take this whole thing out because when
We're
you
gonna cut it,
you
yeah.
cut this, make a mess.
Yeah, okay. Okay, we gotta clip off that zip tie. There we go. So that's out of the way. Now we gotta remove this lower console, which is 6 H3 Allens. Lifts up from the rear, I think, and then tilts forward.
Yeah. Okay. Position.
If I've seen that before. Yeah, there you go. Oh, it's more zip ties.
Is it zip ties or is it just a clamp?
Oh, it might be just clippy. There it goes. First blood?
Yep. First blood. There's one more plug here.
Oh,
Yeah. This thing right here.
yep.
This
Oh
is-
yeah, it is like a speaker looking thing. We now have our shop dog assistant, Moses. Thanks, Mo. All right, we're gonna pop out that little control panel. It's got these little tabs. Just push in on those tabs, and then it comes out. Easy as pie.
And then we take this piece
Yeah,
out,
so now this piece comes off just for Phillips.
and then we'll cut this out.
Just unscrew those.
This doesn't get used again.
Yeah, we don't reuse these. Oh, thank you. These go into the reusable. There. So we're on the cutting stage, the irreversible part.
The only thing that can't be reversed.
Yeah. So you have to measure out 4 millimeters from kind of where it curves, I guess,
Yeah.
and tape it off, and then we cut right at the tape.
This is the first cut. It's a rough cut, and then it will be trimmed back. But they want the leather to be flapped back for the trim.
Yeah, yeah,
So it
because
can be
so we
rolled in.
fold it in so it won't look bad.
When it shrinks, because
Yeah.
all
Yeah, yeah.
Because all Ferrari leather shrinks?
So how much extra leather do you want, basically? Basically, this piece cuts at a diagonal and then cuts down to there, so it's flush with those mounts. So it kind of sits flat on the inside. And then the other side, we just trim off these 2 pieces, right?
yeah, so we cut that off.
And then
connects to that.
and we-
and
so
this
it's like-
piece gets cut out, and it makes room to make the next 3 or 4 cuts.
Yep. Okay. Whose hand is steadier?
I'll make the cut. It's
Yours.
it's mine.
Thanks. I'll get the vacuum.
Okay. It's gonna be folded under, but that's what you want to make. You don't want to do. Okay.
Lines for the next cuts.
You basically want to get it to this level of the shelf here.
Yeah, just gotta pop all that off.
So we might make one clearance cut and then trim it back.
Oh wow. Wait, are you sure it goes there? Oh, this piece comes out.
Just this piece, not this piece.
So don't go too far, too deep.
Yeah, and watch when your blade is cutting through that you're in this pocket right here.
Yeah.
And only in this pocket.
Yeah, yeah. Don't go to here. That'd be bad. All right, so you gotta peel the leather back very gently. And this is so that when you put in the new console, it rolls it in. There you go. And so we're gonna cut that off without cutting the leather. Just that little nub. Nip the tip.
Nip the tip.
Yeah, I'll have to hold it for you, or just don't cut my fingers.
Okay. The vacuum is actually working very well to keep the.
It is. It like draws it in from far away.
Let me turn the sucker around and get the other one. I just take nice little gentle strokes. I think that's good enough for now until we're going to fit the box.
Yeah, until we fit the box.
Oh, cool, man.
All right, next up, we gotta get the ECUs out. Those are 4mm Allens.
So that's a short one.
The short one's in the middle, or the inside. The long one's the top
Was
one.
this one? Yeah. All right, so remember where they came from. That was long.
Wait, there's...
1, 2, 3 mediums, and then 1 short.
Okay.
So the short's on the inside at the tunnel, the long is here at the pillar.
Yep.
Everything else is
And
medium.
don't forget those little discs.
The washers.
Yeah, they get stuck in the carpet. You want to make sure you keep those out.
Don't lose them.
Yep. And then the ECU is behind the eDiff controller.
Actually, I'm going to put them where they go. That's why this is short, because this
It
piece
just goes into the carpet.
Yeah, it's a clip on the carpet, and this tunnel piece comes out.
Yeah, that's right.
So there's Phillips here.
All right, so the ECU is the second one, not the first one. On that side, it's the second one, not the first one. The big box on that side is the eDiff controller. And we're going to be doing a eDiff delete on this car. So we're actually not really going to be using that anymore. All right, to get the plugs, you pull on these tabs. There, and the plug should come. And this one's sometimes a little bit trickier because the wires get in the way, but again, pull the tab all the way until it pops out. Yeah, still gotta loosen those clamps up a little more. Alright, so we just unscrewed everything all the way, get the first ECU, the one computer out of the way, and then, yay, there's your ECU, and let's label this as the right side. So right ECU. Alright, getting the driver's side. In order to get access to the bolts on that side, you do have to pull the 2 plugs on the eDiff controller.
Which should be deleted also.
Well, we're going to delete it.
Only in this car.
This car, we're going to delete it. Obviously, if you have 360, you don't do that. And actually, by default, you don't, but we're going to. So that's going to be one of the additional things we're going to do in this car.
Scudding Swiss.
Yep, we're going to have a Scudding Swiss eDiff delete. Pull those harness clamps.
How do we do that?
So
I wasn't watching you.
You weren't watching me do it, jeez.
I was labeling.
All right, see the little handle on the far left side and the far right side? That little...
This thing?
You pull that out.
You pull it out.
Yep.
Okay.
All the way. And it should pop off when you pull it all the way. There you go.
Oh, there it is.
And then same thing on that side. They're kind of tough, yeah. And it kind of goes, yep, up and out. There's our other ECU. Let's label that one.
Label that one.
Alright, since we gotta send in the ECUs to get programmed, they need some data about this car. So they need the VIN number, the assembly number, and the engine number. So the assembly number is right here on the F430. Right there. This car is 65167. And then they need the last 6 of the VIN. Right?
Yeah.
That's right here. That is, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. 147973. Okay, see the engine number down there?
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it says F136E, that's the type, and it's 105840. Alright, we gotta take out these 2 screws, get the rear section of the tunnel out. It's just a Phillips.
It's just a Phillips. Supposedly it shimmies right out. And you don't have to take the speaker box out.
Alright, just the carpet, not the speaker box. Nice. All right, for those of you following from the book, we are actually skipping the wiring section for now because we don't have the wiring harness with us. We'll have it in the next video. So we will bring the ECUs into EAG tomorrow and we'll get the wiring harness and do that step. We'll have to come back to it, so that'll be in the next video. All right, so next we're gonna get the binnacle off, which starts off with two 4mm Allens on the underside of the binnacle. It's kind of tight working space.
Oh, they're at an angle.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, that's good to know.
Gotta remember that when we put them back in, you're not trying to go straight for an hour. Yeah, I think it's got some pins in it. I think it pushes up. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, it's just clips. 2 clips.
Clips, alright.
With the screws.
By the way, if you ever need your binnacle redone, now's a good time for it.
Now's the time. Mine's still.
Yours in pretty good shape.
It's pretty good, right? That's just a foam.
That's just tape or whatever,
We'll
yeah.
glue that back down.
So we gotta get the clamshell off from the steering wheel. It's Phillips screws on the bottom.
So there's
3 of them, right?
5,
Oh, 5?
So there's the easy ones that you can see are metal machine, and the deep ones that you can barely see are like wood screws.
Oh yeah, okay.
And you don't have to remove the top clamshell, just the bottom.
I missed that, damn it. Well, it popped off when you're prying and it smashed your fingernail.
Yep. And there it is.
There we go. Okay, so there's 4 H4 Allens that hold in the cluster. There's 2 up top, which you can see right there. Those ones are easy, and then one over there. And there's 2 on the bottom, which are like down here by the ignition. See it?
I don't even see him. Oh, that's really low. Okay, yeah, I see it.
It's right in there.
It's all the way down. We're gonna need a long extension for that.
Yeah, okay.
Watch out about your windshield.
I say, don't smack the windshield hard. As we've seen, glass does not like to be pressed outwards.
The clearance on this side is close. This side,
Yeah,
doesn't
that side had lots of room.
Yeah. Sacrifice your fingers.
Yeah. So it said not to take the top piece out, but we found it was easier to take off the top part of the clamshell to break loose that guy. It just gave us more room. Let's get that console out. And then there should be a wiring harness on the back of it.
Just gonna get these screws before they disappear on it.
Yeah, grab those Allens.
So short ones on the bottom, long ones on the top.
Yeah. And the wiring harness is on the back.
Can you see it from
I have the cluster out. I just wanted to show you. Here are the buttons. They got to push in. See that little button right there? You got to push that in. They're all facing downward. So you'll squeeze on the bottom and then pull backwards. So you can see there's 4 different plugs that have to be undone. So now we have the cluster out. So to get the paddles out, you need a 2.5mm Allen. And this one, you can see it has the ball at the end.
So you can angle it.
So you can actually put it at a slight angle. That one's extremely helpful for doing these stupid things.
So battery's off, key to accessory, so
you can turn the wheel.
you can unlock the wheel.
Yep.
Oh, that worked good.
There we go. Hey, anyone need a set of carbon fiber paddles? Hit up Steven. Alright. Okay, so next up we gotta take apart the instrument cluster using all these little tiny Phillips that are everywhere and separate the two shell sides or 2 halves. Tape. There it is. This is what you need to do if you want to change your instrument face cluster.
So we have to move that away. We move this gently to 60. And then we peel this back.
That piece?
Yeah, we gently pull it up and we hide
the light. Which light?
The F1 transmission light right
Oh
there.
yeah, so it'll just be on all the time?
Yeah, and it can be disabled permanently, but Art
Yeah, that was
recommends not to do that.
Oh yeah. Alright, so
it can always be reversed.
okay, so there is a way to disable the F1 light permanently, but it is not recommended because it does require, I think, soldering or something, right?
Yeah, I think you have to unsolder.
You have to unsolder or something.
Diode or something.
It's not worth the risk. So the simple solution is we literally just put a piece of tape over the light. This way it's reversible, and second of all, we don't have to risk the instrument cluster, because if you fry this, it's many, many thousands of dollars, and good luck getting one.
This is the
F1 light's right there.
I don't know if you can see the
I can see the shadow of it.
And then the light is
Oh, the hole.
We have to cover that hole with tape.
Oh, okay. Can we
That's-
use electrical?
Yes, it's supposed to be electrical.
Oh, well, I got that. I want a fresh piece.
Yeah, we want a fresh piece. You have scissors? He said to cut it like the size of a dime.
I'm gonna hold it. There.
Okay.
Perfect.
And then just gently bring that back to 0.
Perfect. So we're going to reassemble the instrument cluster so that we can bring it in to EAG and get programmed correctly. So just got to line it just right, get all the screws back in.
Good.
Looks good. Okay. Okay, instrument cluster is reassembled, and now we can bring those with us to EAG. Obviously, if you're doing this at home, you will ship these in to EAG so that they could reprogram the cluster and the ECUs for you. Now comes one of my least favorite parts, the pedal box. So first thing up is you got to disconnect the brake sensor, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That was very enthusiastic. Alright, so there's the pedal switch. Just comes out with a 13mm bolt.
It's tight.
Tight squeeze.
Tight squeeze. Don't mess with the adjustment on this because
Oh yeah.
it's just going to bolt right back up.
Alright YouTube, so reason we had to remove the brake pedal switch is you can see there is a shaft that is holding the brake pedal, and we got to drive that shaft out so we can get the clutch pedal in.
This
Tight
module
squeeze.
needs to be removed.
And we got to remove that module as well, apparently. Gotcha, okay.
And the brake switch touched here, and it was bolted in here in this part of this bracket.
Okay. So obviously with the limited space, I'm not going to be able to film very well in there. So this might be one of those things where you really need to refer to some of the pictures on the manual, because we're not going to be able to shove in a camera and get in there to wrench. So that's 13mm bolt that attaches the brake pedal to the master booster or whatever. So that is needs to be removed. Next, there was a little 10mm bolt that was up there. Yeah, you're not gonna be able to see it. That one he's already got out. Very limited space on this. By the way, did you realize that you're gonna be the main person in all these videos?
Great.
I'm just the narrator. Don't lose the white spacers.
White spacers.
White spacers. Okay, don't lose those. We reuse those. Okay, good to know.
Put some towels down.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a bunch of like lumpy stuff, so it hurts your back to lay on. Alright, got those.
We'll go label these.
Yeah, let's put those in a bag. Alright, so now you're getting that there's a little ECU module. You have to unbolt to get out of the way, to be able to push that pin out of the way, right?
Yeah, so you have room. It's a clearance issue. You don't really need to mess with it.
Yeah, and again, you really can't. I can't get the camera in there. Sorry, guys.
Just gonna have to look at the pictures.
This is in here. You have to press here to release, and then it rotates out, and this little tip is in here, comes out. So it's got to come out like this.
Okay.
That hook gets hooked in here, and the release is in the back. So you trigger back, the back end drops down nearest the bulkhead, and then the front pivots out.
Okay, so there's two 13mm bolts on the bracket, and then one 8mm bolt on the other nut on the other side. Here's the picture from the manual. All right. Oh, there's the module. Okay. There it is. So that comes out for those two 13mm and one 8mm, and that supposedly now means we have clearance to be able to beat that pin out of there. There it is. That goes through the pedal. So I gotta push that out of the way. It says use a socket extension with the hammer to bang out the rod. It's tough, but it'll go. I like that. So Nothing like using a hammer on a Ferrari. Oh, watch your noggin. All right, so Steven started with a short 3/8 inch extension, and then added a 14 millimeter deep well socket, and he said it fits perfectly to where it'll sit on its own, and he can just beat on it. Oh! You burned the pedal. Nice work. Here, got it.
Yeah.
Badass, man.
That was it. Short extension.
There you go. Nice. Ew, it's all greasy.
Yeah, it's supposed to be.
Yeah, I would hope so. Okay, YouTube, we are stopping for the day. So this is part 1 of this multi-part F430 manual conversion series. So please like, share, and subscribe. And of course, if you're interested in buying any parts or services for your car, go check out normalguysupercar.com. We do appreciate the support. And finally, if you need a kit, go check out eagusa.com. All right, we'll see you in the next video. We'll keep on wrenching on this thing and get it converted pretty soon. It's going to be sweet.